Welcome, friends. Let's talk about something on everyone's mind today. Artificial intelligence. If you listen to podcasts or follow the news, you've probably heard the intense debates. Some people see AI as the dawn of a new age, a tool that will solve all of humanity's problems. Others are more cautious. They see the flaws and the risks. I find myself somewhere in the middle, filled with both hope and a deep sense of responsibility. It's a powerful technology, perhaps the most powerful we've ever created. And, with great power comes the need for great conversations, for open and honest dialogue about where we are headed. One voice that always makes me think is Gary Marcus. He often talks about a reliability crisis in AI. He makes a really interesting point. He argues that today's large language models are exceptional at matching patterns. They can look at a vast ocean of text and data, and they can generate something that looks new, but is really just a clever remix of what they've seen. This is an incredible feat of engineering, of course, but is it true understanding? Does the AI really know what it's saying, or is it just predicting the next most likely word in a sequence? This is a fundamental question we have to ask. This distinction between pattern matching and genuine understanding is critical. When an AI generates a beautiful poem or a piece of code, it feels like magic. It feels intelligent. But when it hallucinates and confidently states incorrect facts, the illusion shatters. This happens because the system doesn't have a model of the world. It doesn't grasp cause and effect, truth and falsehood in the way a human does. It's simply playing a high-stakes game of statistical association. This is why we see amazing successes one moment and baffling failures the next. The reliability just isn't there yet for high-stakes applications, where truth matters more than anything. So, we find ourselves at a crossroads. We have these incredibly powerful tools that can do amazing things, but they lack the common sense and a deep, grounded understanding of reality that we humans take for granted. This isn't to diminish the achievements of the brilliant people building these systems. It's simply to say that we should be clear-eyed about their limitations. The path forward isn't just about making bigger models with more data. It's about finding a new path, perhaps one that leads to AI that can truly reason, understand, and be a reliable partner in our quest for knowledge and progress. Now, let's talk about something that's often invisible when we discuss AI, the physical cost. These incredible models don't exist in the cloud as some kind of abstract idea. They run on powerful computers in massive data centers, and these data centers consume a staggering amount of energy. Training a single large AI model can use as much electricity as thousands of homes for a year. The cooling systems needed to keep the servers from overheating also require immense amounts of water. As AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, this energy and environmental footprint will only grow larger. This presents a serious challenge to our goals for a sustainable future. We want to solve big problems with AI, like climate change, but the tool itself contributes to the problem. It's a difficult paradox.
We are building these digital cathedrals of computation, but they have a very real, very physical impact on our planet. The demand for more powerful AI drives the construction of more and more data centers, each one a significant drain on local power grids and water resources. We have to ask ourselves if this current trajectory is sustainable in the long run, or if we are creating a new set of problems while trying to solve old ones.
This challenge has inspired some truly fascinating, almost science fiction-like ideas. One of the most interesting is the concept of orbital computing. The idea is to move these massive, energy-hungry data centers into space.
In Earth's orbit, you have two incredible resources in abundance: constant, unfiltered sunlight for solar power and the cold vacuum of space for cooling. An orbital data center could be powered by vast solar arrays, operating far more efficiently than on the ground, without casting a shadow on Earth or competing for land. This is a bold and ambitious vision for the future of computing. Imagine a network of data centers orbiting our planet, harnessing the power of the sun to fuel the next generation of artificial intelligence. They could process information and beam it down to Earth, all without consuming our planet's precious resources. Of course, the engineering challenges are immense. The cost of launching and maintaining such infrastructure would be astronomical, at least initially. But it's a beautiful idea. It forces us to think beyond our current limitations and consider how we can align our technological ambitions with the long-term health of our home planet. It's a conversation worth having.
Let's shift our focus to the world of business and innovation. There's a lot of excitement about building new products and companies on top of existing AI foundation models. The idea is compelling. You take a powerful, pre-trained model, and you build a new application on it. It seems like a shortcut to creating something amazing. However, many entrepreneurs are discovering that this is harder than it looks.
We are essentially building our businesses on a foundation that we don't own or control. This creates a significant amount of uncertainty and risk for anyone trying to innovate in this space. The problem is that these foundation models are like black boxes. They can be updated or changed by the companies that own them at any time, and these changes can have unpredictable effects on the products built on top. An update might break a key feature or change the model's behavior in subtle ways. This forces entrepreneurs to constantly adapt to a shifting landscape, making it difficult to build a stable, reliable product. It's like trying to build a house on ground that is constantly trembling. You spend more time fixing the foundation than you do building the house itself.
This reliance on a few large companies also creates a bottleneck for innovation. If you have a truly novel idea for an AI application, you are still constrained by the capabilities and limitations of the underlying model. You are dependent on the research and development priorities of another company. This can stifle creativity and make it hard for smaller players to compete. True breakthroughs often come from challenging the fundamental assumptions, but it's hard to do that when you are forced to work within a framework created by someone else. It's a challenging environment for the next generation of builders.
So, while the promise of building on these platforms is huge, the reality for many entrepreneurs is a struggle for control and stability. They face technical challenges from the unpredictable nature of the models and business challenges from their dependence on a few powerful gatekeepers. The long-term health of the AI ecosystem will depend on finding ways to make these foundational layers more open, stable, and transparent. We need to empower innovators to build with confidence, not on a foundation of sand, but on a bedrock of reliable and accessible technology. As we integrate these powerful tools more deeply into our lives, we encounter another subtle but profound risk: cognitive offloading. This is the idea that we outsource our thinking to technology. Why memorize a phone number when it's in your contacts? Why learn to navigate a city when your phone can give you turn-by-turn directions? With AI, this goes even further. Why learn to write well when an AI can draft an email for you? Why struggle to learn a complex subject when an AI can summarize it for you? This convenience is seductive, but it comes with a cost.
The risk is that by offloading these cognitive tasks, we may let our own mental muscles weaken. The struggle to learn, to remember, and to create is what builds expertise and deepens our understanding. When we skip that struggle, we may also be skipping the learning process itself. Over-reliance on AI could erode our skills in critical thinking, problem-solving, and creativity. We might become excellent curators of AI-generated content, but lose the ability to create something truly original ourselves. Preserving our human expertise while leveraging AI's capabilities is one of the most important balancing acts of our time.
This brings us to what I believe is the most important point. The future is not about AI versus humans. It should be about AI and humans. The goal should be collaboration, not replacement. AI can be an incredible tool to augment our own intelligence. It can handle tedious data analysis, find patterns we might miss, and give us a starting point for our own creative work. It can free us up to focus on the things that humans do best: asking big questions, setting strategic direction, showing empathy, and making wise judgments in complex situations where there is no easy answer.
Ultimately, as this technology grows more powerful and more autonomous, we must remain in the driver's seat. We are the architects of this new world, and we have a responsibility to steer it with wisdom, with compassion, and with a clear sense of our values. The conversation about AI is not just about technology. It's about what kind of future we want to create for ourselves and for generations to come. We must design these systems to be our partners, our tools, and our collaborators, but always ensure that human agency and human values have the final say. Thank you for thinking about this with me.